I got out of school in 1981 as a corrections and psychology major, and I stayed fishing. And fishing went bad in the 90s, and I got into the fishing program in 1995, where I went to the district with 6 other fishermen to do stream enhancement and restoration work as part of our disaster funds. And what we did is we evaluated Tillamook County to see many streams needed restoration, and we estimated about 500 miles of streams needed some type of restoration, of which we addressed over 300 miles of streams since 1996. We have planted almost 920,000 trees myself on site through the years up to 2014, and since then our partners have planted a total of 1.3 million trees. And we've done over 300 miles of stream restoration in Tillamook County. Back in 1996 when I started, coho were listed. So I had to go out and work with each farmer individually and try to convince them that if we restored their restoration on their farms and on their waterways, that would help them not be charged a take for coho salmon. And the relationship was very difficult in the beginning. The farmers and the landowners thought that once we planted that property, it wasn't theirs anymore. We had to go down to each river, each spot, because it's all different, and show them exactly where those lines would be where we planted. And it took years and years. Growing up in this community in Tillamook County, in Sand Lake, I worked on several farms as a kid. I milked some cows, I did lots of hay inputs. So right now, most of the farmers in this Tillamook County, I went to school with. You know, I could eat breakfast with them, dinners, and I go to Christmas parties with them, and so I had this working relationship with them ever since I was 9 years old. Each plan is produced for each farm specifically to how to control that water and the nutrients to keep them on the farmstead instead of letting them go off. We do that through writing grants. We have a big grant that comes from OWEB that comes through the Oregon Department of Ag that is called our capacity grant. And that grant gives me the ability to go out and give financial, mostly technical assistance to help these guys do the right things so that they're following the federal and state guidelines. Now the vegetation along with the grass, and you plant the vegetation closer to the creek and then back up, actually eats up the fecals, so the nutrients that are normally going into the river get eaten up by that. And then also the trees provide shade for downstream salmonid habitat. Each farm has a field that's numbered, and each field we do a soil sample on, and we identify those soils at what agronomic rate the manure can be applied so that it never reaches the river. When we started planting the trees in 1996, we saw that the water trended to clean up every single year. So we have that data that backs up when we started clear back to 1998. Still goes on today. That information is held on the Tillamook Estuaries Partnership website. You can go there and see any day of what the bacteria levels are in each one of our streams in Tillamook County. Well, in my life, as I've given over 30 years of work back into the industry, I thought in the beginning I was going to work myself out of the job. Our whole goal was to delist the coho, and I would go back fishing. And so when I retire, I'm going to look back and say, yeah, Ray, you planted 920,000 trees yourself on site along with a crew. We planted over 1.3 million trees since 1996. If I'm not working today on the ground, I'm going to these meetings to try to get money or do things that will help us make things better for everybody down the road. All these kids over here on the wall. And I want to go fishing after I retire and reap some of the benefits, all the hard work that I did before I die.